We are saying no till 18. That is what I'm hearing from most of the other experts in all kinds of fields, online safety, everything else. It's just moving too fast. There's just too many harms already. And to me, it goes back to what we talked about earlier, which is that currently these systems are engagement based, just like social media, but now we multiply it exponentially in terms of intelligence, right? There's this quote, it was a businessman, I forget his name now, and he said something like, show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. So if the incentive is to make money, we can guess that the outcomes are not going to be, what we want them to be. The other thing that we do know about these chatbots is they're telling people what they want to hear, right? Because again, they want them to stay on longer. They want them to form a relationship. And often that means they might be getting advice or feedback that is not reality. They're getting their ego puffed up and they're feeling really good, maybe, right? But that is not helpful to anybody, but especially to somebody with a developing mind. And then, there's so many things I can say, but lastly, we've seen multiple lawsuits and sadly even deaths already through these chatbots of young people. They're abusive. So, I know like the generative AIs, like the chat GPTs and things like that, they still hallucinate. And that means they will give you information that's just completely false, but they will say it in a way that is just, they're so confident about their wrongness that to a child that doesn't know that information, it can feel very real. So those are just some of the things. But to me, this is very concerning. And I completely agree with you, which is like, hey, let's form that great relationship so they can come to a parent or a trusted adult before they turn to a chatbot. But I would say, even if you have that trusted relationship, it is really, I think these systems are incredibly compelling. Yeah. And I just think it's challenging no matter what, even if you have a good relationship with your kid.
When the Surgeon General released the report on social media, one of the lines that jumped out and really changed my way of seeing things, and I think it applies to where we are with AI, is the scientific community kind of was sending this message of, we don't yet have enough data evidence to say social media is harmful.
Yeah.
Right? But the Surgeon General said, kind of flipped that and said, we don't have enough data to say that it's safe.
Yeah.
And that to me was like, because we were acting on this like, we don't know that there's harm, but in what other scenario would we allow our kids to do something that we don't know is safe?